Yeah, speaking of our buddy Dan, you got a little heated with him, far more heated than with AOC.
Hmm.
But I mean, Dan's got a temper. He's obviously got a temper, and he's easily provoked. Tell us about that encounter, and also what do you think his voters think of the job he's done so far for Texas?
Well, I mean, listen, his constituents can't be happy. He has to do all these weird events with either people that are like 90 years old or like 15 years old with
And
these like teen youth
there's
summits
nobody
going
ever
on.
there. It seems like they're kind of empty events.
He had a chance to be a cool guy, but the fact that he's
Yeah,
just
man.
such a war criminal himself, and you're like, what do you mean war criminal? I mean, he lost his eye, and I respect every veteran in every single military branch, from the Army to the Navy to the Air Force to the reserves. But this guy that lost his eye goes and votes for the National Defense Authorization Act that lets him kick service members out for not being vaccinated, as well as, Army Reserve people I think he already voted to kick them out. That's not even the National Defense Authorization Act. That was actually a different bill. So, I mean, come on. If this guy was like America First, why are you going to make these people, do this thing that's basically like a, non long-term tested on anybody. So it's just that this is the world we live in where Dan Crenshaw becomes popular. But once you actually see his line of work and how he's bought and sold by the military industrial complex, like this guy sucks. But Brett, he raised, I believe, $12 million all from like Raytheon and Halliburton, and he got $10,000 from Bill Gates, which is weird. Like, why not just say no? Why be associated with him when you know your constituents don't like that? That got released by Gateway Pundit. So listen, the guy's not a man of the people, and he has some of the best stock profiles, I think, other than Nancy Pelosi. So he's the politician pimp on a crooked blunt.